Unit A, the Shell Warehouse. The Shell Warehouse is located in Bizaitou, next to the Danshui MRT, and takes up around 3,000 pins. The building was first leased by the British Cass Trading Company in 1894 for exporting tea. In 1897, it was bought by Shell, which built 4 large oil tanks for their kerosene business and installed railways linked to the Danshui Railway. Exuding an unpleasant odor, the Shell Warehouse had an interesting nickname, the Smelly Oil Warehouse, after being bombarded by U.S. forces during an air raid in October 1944, World War II. It took 3 days to extinguish the fire in the oil tanks. In 2000, the warehouse was designated a historical site and donated to the Danshui Culture Foundation by the Shell Oil Company. In 2001, it became the Danshui Community University, and in 2011, that became part of the Danshui Culture Park. Dialogue.
It is a terrific idea to combine historical sites with ecology.
Yes, it is. With this in mind, the government approved the Bizaitou Historical Site and Ecology Park, which incorporates 5 historical sites. Insan Temple, the Hunan Yong Tombs, the Danshui Shell Warehouse, the Danshui Amphibious Airport, and the Danshui Meteorological Observatory.
The Taiwanese are concerned with environmental protections and nature activities, aren't they?
They have become more environmentally aware in the past 10 years, as evidenced by the creation of the Environmental Protection Administration and the works of the Ministry of Culture. Nature and ecology are definitely things that they think about.
Danshui is becoming a part of the global village.
Danshui has always been internationally minded. Modern Taiwan is an open democracy, but a side effect of being a part of the modern world is that it can be easy to lose touch with history, something that requires a lot of work to preserve.
Isn't it true that the majority of students at Danshui Community University are senior citizens?
It is, on one hand, quality of life, physical health, and early retirement motivates government employees to take part in social activities. On the other hand, increased life expectancy also increases the needs of senior citizens. There is a motto popular in Chinese society: life is short, art is long.
I see. Besides being a wonderful place for the young, Danshui will also be a great place for land when they become senior citizens.
Frankly speaking, the serenity of Danshui is often disturbed by noise, especially the noise of traffic, but to redirect the traffic would sacrifice some of the environment. Danshui Culture Park. The Danshui Culture Park, which contains the Shell Warehouse and the nearby greens and wetland, was formed and opened in 2011. It takes up around 1.8 hectares and includes 8 historical buildings and the remains of the railways used for oil and lubricants distribution. The buildings have been renovated and consist of 6 oil warehouses, a pump room, and a boiler room. The Danshui Shell Warehouse has seen hard times, war, and changes in ownership, but now it's ready to shine as an educational institute. Danshui Community University, exhibition hall, stage, art gallery, and nature reserve. Insan Temple, the Hakka Assembly Hall. Insan Temple building 1822 and designated a Class 2 heritage site. consecrates Dingguang Buddha, the major deity of the Hakka people of South China. The temple looks much as it did in the days of Emperor Daoguang, including the clay sculptures on the ridge of the roof. It is the only assembly hall from the Qing dynasty that is fully preserved. An assembly hall is like a club where townspeople could gather and voice their concerns. This hall was built with safety in mind. Due to the large numbers of Hakka immigrants from Qingzhou going to the north of Taiwan during Emperor Daoguang's reign, there was a need to avoid problems and bullying that occurred when they came in contact with immigrants from Zhangzhou and Quanzhou. First the village, then the assembly hall were built for that purpose. It also became a temporary stopover for immigrants from Tangshan. Danshui Community University. Danshui Community University opened in August of 2001. Its comprehensive curriculum, uniqueness, and low cost all make it a great institution of public education. Its stated goals are to promote lifelong learning, culture, community development, and education. The campus is characterized by a mix of the historical sites, native culture, and Danshui-oriented courses. It is an institution that is tremendously proud of its heritage.